reprogram your subconscious mind before you go in to practice the different steps of the law of attraction and manifest your dreams and desires. What is your subconscious mind and why is it important? Your brain is a psycho-cybernetic mechanism, right? And so what psycho is anything to do with the brain, and cybernetic is something, it's an automatic self-learning response or a feedback system. Now, to understand the mechanism of your subconscious or your brain in totality, you have to understand what is cybernetics. Cybernetics is something similar to a thermostat. Your room thermostat, which you set at a certain temperature, and suddenly if there is any change in temperature, what happens? What happens to the air conditioning running in your room? It automatically switches off or switches on depending on the temperature of the outside, right? So that is what your air conditioned has learned by the feedback or the response you have taught it, and it will not change. It will not change. If it's supposed to run at 22 or 20 degree, even if it's a slight change, even if it's 19 and you want the AC to be on or working, it will not. It will only work when it's 20, because that's how the feedback has been fed into it. Same thing with your brain. Your brain is 5% conscious and 95% your subconscious. So your conscious brain is something where you are aware of what you're reading, what you're seeing, what you're talking about, what you're eating. All these things are a part of your conscious brain. So whatever you are seeing, reading, or doing throughout the day, that you're doing consciously, and that is only 5%. 95% is a response based on your beliefs, thoughts, experiences, whatever you've been taught from childhood. All those form your subconscious brain, and your body reacts as per your subconscious brain. So for example, you are scared of heights. Now, when you were born, did you come with that tag? Baby X, scared of heights? No, right? You have somehow grown into this thought that I am scared of height. And it could be from your past experience. Maybe you fell down somewhere and it has hurt you, and that has gone deep inside your subconscious that you're scared of heights. Or everybody else has told you when you reach the top, you should never look down, your head feels giddy, and that has formed your subconscious belief. So now you're scared of height. Right, but it did not. So whenever, if you are taken to somewhere, where there's to a height, you will have palpitation. Your heart will beat faster. You'll be scared. You'll find it hard breathing. Why? Because it's your subconscious thought which is reacting or telling you that this is not what you want through your body. Your subconscious reacts to any change through your body. Subconscious is like the electronic waves through your muscles. So anything, anywhere going wrong or not in tune, there is nothing called a bad memory, good memory. There's nothing called good, bad. Every memory, everything that you're seeing is getting stored in your subconscious. It's your conscious brain which names it as good, bad, fearful, happy. It's your conscious brain. Your subconscious brain, it reads, scans, stores everything. Now, how do you know that? Another example. You open a newspaper to read, or you take a book in your hand, a magazine in your hand, and you want to read it. You have just opened the paper, and you haven't yet even started reading, and your eyes fall on some article which is very interesting, and you start reading it first. Have you ever wondered that why your eyes fell on that? And why not everything else? Why is it that you saw what you saw and you started reading that? That is because the moment you opened your newspaper, your brain has already read it 100%. It's your subconscious brain which has read it, picked up all the words, and then matched it to the keywords of the beliefs that is there in your brain, matched it to it and showed you. So let's say you are from Toronto and you are in New York, and you open the newspaper of New York and there's some little news about Toronto, your eyes will fall on that. Why? Because subconscious brain knows you're from Toronto. So Toronto is a keyword in your brain. And because you have opened the newspaper, though it's a newspaper from New York or Bangkok or from Tokyo, it doesn't matter. It saw the word Toronto, it put your attention towards it. Again, it put your consciously, and how does it make it? It made your eyes fall on it. Then your conscious brain woke up and said, oh, I need to read this because this is about Toronto. This is what your brain does. So your subconscious is super fast. Within a fraction of the second, it has actually read the entire newspaper. It's your conscious brain. How soon your conscious brain becomes aware of the things that your subconscious is looking into is your speed. So you have heard, about great people who could just read the books through scanning the pages. That is because their conscious was in tune with their subconscious. And the closer their subconscious was coming to their subconscious, the faster they could grasp whatever was reading. Because even you are reading at the same speed. When you take that 5,000 pages book in your hand, you're leafing through the pages, your brain is also grasping the entire thing at the same speed as that superhuman that you know of. Only thing is your conscious brain is becoming conscious of it at a very later stage. So the slower you are, your conscious brain, the slower it is, the far longer time you're going to take to read it. And the faster you're conscious, the more your conscious is near to your subconscious, you'll read very fast. So you have seen people who talk very fast, who read very fast. I mean, you just are going through the second page or the third page and they're already on page 30 or page 50. That is because their conscious brain is more aware of the subconscious. The tuning between their conscious and subconscious is very fast. They're more conscious. They're more aware. So why is it important to train your subconscious brain? You've seen, we all have gone through such life experiences where we tried doing something and we started, it was a success when we first started. Few momentary successes, first few days, first few months, it has been a success, and then things start crumbling down. That is because we were doing it consciously. Let's say about exercise. You have read somewhere or you saw it in Facebook and that you need to go on a diet. And you have to jog for half an hour in the morning and then a night walk of half an hour. And then you will lose your weight around your stomach and whatever. And you saw that. You believe in it. You felt you believe in it. And you started doing it. You started doing it very consciously. First day, second day, third day. You're all charged up. And you saw the difference. You lost 50 grams. You lost the 100 grams. And you're happy. You keep doing it. You lost another 250 grams. And you do that for a week, 15 days. And then suddenly you feel there's a pain in your back. You've got a cold. You just don't feel like going ahead anymore. Your muscles hurt. You feel asleep in the morning. You are tired at night. There is some work which you feel is more important than going out for the night work, and you skip it. You skip it one day, the next day, the third day, and then you're out of the habit. You know why this has happened? This does not happen because you had that work that night. You had a pain in your calf muscle. It was because subconsciously you did not believe yourself in a slimmer figure. You did not believe in yourself that you are capable of having a hourglass figure. And that is the reason your subconscious physically pushed you, resisted that change that you are trying to bring in consciously. You get my point? You read me, right? Same thing with work. I have seen people who have started their career, or they're in the initial days of their career, or they are, they started a new business and they're too much into work. 18 hours, 20 hours, they're only talking about work, they're living work, they're eating work, they're talking work. And there's resistance. People have started criticizing them. Family members have started fighting with that person. Or, he's facing, there's a guilt feeling inside that person. There's a guilt feeling that he's not able to give time to the family, he's not able to take care of the children, he's not able to visit his parents, and maybe they stay in some other city. You know why this guilt feeling is coming? Not because the parents are in the other city, or not because he's not able to spend time with the wife or the children. It is because subconsciously he believes that this is not what he is. He is not a person who can work 20 hours a day. He's not a go-getter. So subconsciously believes in that. So even though he had a few successes, initially he had a few customers, he did good, but deep down he believes this cannot be happening with him because this is not him. And because he believes that, his body will start resisting. And because he's resisting, he gets this feeling of dissatisfaction, sadness, boredom, and then he looks for excuses. Because then his subconscious brain makes him focus on the things which were his belief system. His belief system was that as a husband, I need to take care of the wife and children, and I need to treat them as if they are some caged animals. And I need to feed them. If I don't, they don't know what to eat. Or as a child, I have to take care of my parents like taught, because that has been put inside in your brain. I mean, everybody loves that, we are taught, and that is how we are. It's not about only parents or only children or only our wife. You should be loving everybody. You should be respecting everybody. And loving your parent doesn't mean sitting in front of their face like this. There are different ways of showing love. So everything is love. A person who is making that cup of coffee for the mother is love. And the person who is working somewhere, maybe your parents stay in US and you are placed in Norway or Iceland, and yet you take time to make sure that their medical insurance is filled on time, their mortgages on time. That is also love, right? So you are not there physically present, but that is also love. So it's a subconscious mind which is actually making you focus on the things which are your belief system. Now, if you do not reprogram these blockages or these subconscious blockages, you will never be able to manifest what you want. And to manifest whatever you want, first thing, before even jumping, like in one of my prior videos, I'd said, people, without erasing the old data, they try to put in the new data of the law of attraction that they've learned, and then they get overwhelmed. They don't know which side to go. So in order to stop that, first you need to identify your blockages. Now, how do you identify the blockages? There's a simple technique called the sway technique. Now, your body, or you as a human being, whatever you have learned till the first 7 years of your life, you have only learned without questions, without anything, because that's the time you were in the theta stage. That means everything that was taught to you, you were just learning because you were a blank state. Right? And it was your parents, it's your friends, your parents, your teachers, your neighbors, all these people and their thoughts have influenced and had taken shape of your belief system. Now, from 7 to whatever age you are, all your other experiences, all your other knowledge, learning, along with these beliefs, over and over years of repetitive practice has become your subconscious. So in order to change that, you have to change your subconscious. But before even you change your subconscious, you need to know what are the blockages in your subconscious. Unless you know where the blockages are, what are you going to reprogram your subconscious about? So I'll tell you an easy technique to understand your blockages. Before even you start manifesting anything, before even you start to think about manifesting anything, first thing, understand where your blockages are. And how do you do that? Do a sway test or a muscle test. Whatever your body does, it will always, whatever your subconscious brain thinks will always signal you through the body. Anything that your subconscious does not believe in, there's nothing bad, nothing good, bad about it. If it doesn't believe it, it doesn't believe it. And if it doesn't believe it, it's going to physically show you. Now, how do you do that? You stand on the ground, hands down, both sides, relax, stand on the ground straight. Or you can do that sitting straight, but I would advise stand straight, it's easy. Bare feet, no shoes, no stilettos, nothing, no sandals. Bare feet, stand on the ground. Both your toes should be at the same distance. It shouldn't be back and front. It should be at the same distance, right? At the same level. Stand like that. And then initially make statements which you know are true. For example, you can start with, my name is, and say your name. My age is, I am from this city, right? And when you say that, understand, and it should be in a calm environment, not too much of noise around. Try to understand the swaying of your body. Your body will sway. Very little, but it will sway. It'll either come in front while answering or going at the back, as if it's trying to balance itself. And this swaying, if it's in towards the front, that means this is what your subconscious brain believes to be true. And if it's something where you're bending back, it is what your subconscious mind believes to be false. So there's nothing bad. Or if you are saying, my name is John Doe, and your body goes at the back, that means it does not believe, your subconscious does not believe that you are John Doe. You may be Mark. And if you're saying, when you're saying John Doe and you're in front, that means your subconscious believes it. Then go and get yourself checked, because if you know the fact is, you're not that. So if you want to reprogram your mind, first you have to understand these blockages. So once I've said these sentences, now try with the sentences with the aspect you want to change in your life. If you're looking at a career or a business success and you do not find success in it, stand and say, I am a money magnet. I am a success in whatever I do. Whatever I do, people respect me. I earn money in millions. Whatever venture I touch becomes, I have a Midas touch. Whatever I touch turns into gold. See the changes in your body. Feel those movements and be honest to yourself. You're not doing this for the world. You're doing it for yourself. Feel the changes and identify. Wherever you're swaying is towards the back, that means your body is resisting. And if your body is resisting that, that is the blockage. That is what you need to remove. If you remove that, then your manifestation will be very easy, because you've reprogrammed your subconscious mind. Now this is about about identifying blockages. So write down the blockages and note them down. If you really want to change your reprogram, take your journal. As I said, it's very important to maintain the journal. Take the journal and write down that these are my blockages. Today I could identify these blockages. Now once you've identified those blockages, now is the time to reprogram them. Now part 2. How do you reprogram? Reprogramming happens in the theta stage. Our brain has 2 components. The right side is the intellectual part. The left side is the emotional part. Right? Both are never in sync. They're like nostrils. Our nostrils never breathe both at the same time. It'll be either the left and the right, and every 2 hours they shift. Same thing with our brain. Our brain never works with both the sides together. It's only once or twice in the day it comes together. Meditation is one technique where you actually bring your conscious and subconscious together. That means that theta stage, that calm stage. Otherwise, naturally, see, our body, we are very intelligent superpowers, energies. We have been made that way. All solutions lie inside our body. Only thing is, we're not aware of it. So you have to change your surroundings. You have to change your subconscious during the theta stage, the hypnotic stage in which you were till you were 7 years old. Now, you cannot go back to become 7 years old now, but you can reach that theta stage. How do you reach that theta stage without meditation, without anything? That is when you're about to fall asleep. That is the time your body is gradually shutting down, so your conscious, subconscious, left and right are together in sync. And that is the time you can pick up subliminal music with affirmations. There are lots, thousands in YouTube. If you don't want them, record your own. Make the statements anti to that blockage that you have. Let's say your blockage, you found out that you have a very resistance mindset or a scarcity mindset about money. That you're always in trouble, you can never be a success. So write those sentences. They should be statements with I am. So it will be I am success, I am money, I am a money magnet, I am a person with a Midas touch, I am a problem solver. Such statements. Record them. Record them in your own phone. And play them every night when you're about to sleep in a very dim volume. It need not be, your conscious brain need not be conscious about what is getting played. You don't have to hear. You don't have to even listen. You continue with your work, but let that be. So to use a headphone maybe, or if you live alone and it's okay, you can play it in your phone or in your laptop or in a music player. Just play it. But let that play. You can go off to sleep. You can doze off. You don't have to wake up to switch it off. Do that repeatedly. Your subconscious is very resistant to change. It does not happen. It forms a habit. And that habit does not go. It will resist you. It'll push you. It'll force you physically to stop doing what you're doing. And in order to overcome that, you have to overwrite the commands there. And to overwrite the command, there's nothing called delete. You cannot control A and delete. You cannot do that. You have to overwrite it. Now, to overwrite it, you have to play it. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to play that piece of affirmations or that subliminal music every day. Repeatedly, every day. If possible, throughout the day. Throughout the day. You're traveling somewhere, just play that audio piece in your headphone. Or you're in the office, just play that very low. Does not have to be loud. It's not party music. You don't have to be conscious about the lyrics that are getting played there. It just needs to play because your subconscious, as I told you, picks up everything on that instant. You don't have to consciously read it or this thing. So play it. Keep it throughout the day. And after you've done that 15 days, 20 days or a month, it minimum takes a month, 21 days to a month. After that, revisit the sway technique. Do that again with those statements where you found blockages and see the reaction of your body. If your body is again resisting, that means the resistance is not gone, continue. If the body does not sway or sways positive, comes towards the front, that means you have reprogrammed. Once your brain is reprogrammed, go ahead, do your visualizations, do your affirmations, do your mirror technique, the 55x5 technique, whatever techniques you come across, and manifest like a pro. So it's very important, people, before even you jump into the law of attraction, first delete. Overwrite with the new commands. That is very, very important. And once you have reprogrammed your subconscious mind, then you will see the manifestation like a pro. I don't even have to tell you. Your intuition will be at its peak. You don't have to be a spiritual guru. You don't have to be a meditator. I don't. Now my intuition works so great. Like, I can even predict numbers at times. And I've seen it. It works. Just that you need to have an open mind. You have to understand the signals of your body first and reprogram them. Then go ahead and do. Take time. Be patient with yourself. You are not, don't be impatient that it's been 7 days and you're not able to do it. It's been 14 days, don't blame yourself. It's your subconscious. You're not able to reprogram it. Your subconscious is resistant to change. Let it change. You have to be persistent with it. You have to keep playing it because subconscious is formed by habit. So make the habit, keep playing, you be persistent. So gradually that piece of information gets overwritten in your subconscious brain, and that is 95% of your thought process. Moment it's overwritten, your work is done. Because 5% was conscious. You can change it anytime you want to. Right? So that is how you go ahead and manifest like a pro. So if law of attraction is not working for you, manifestation you feel is not going the opposite way, or anything you're doing is not happening, try this. Try reprogramming, identifying where your blockages are, and then reprogram it. And once you have done that, then go ahead with your manifestation. If you like this video, please do like, share, comment. And if you have any query guys, regarding manifestation, your blockages, drop a mail to me, wishfulmanifestations@gmail.com, or in the links below, check. We have all the communities there. We are on Tumblr, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, and we have a WhatsApp group link there. So if you guys are using WhatsApp, please do join us. Ask questions there. I'm there to help you. I'll try and help you as much as possible to make your life magnificent. So until next time, there's Nilanjana saying bye from the Visual Manifestation. Have a great Sunday.